Fala pessoal, tudo bem? Eu sou Wagner Cordeiro e no vídeo de hoje você irá aprender sobre Danjeon Hohup, um dos exercícios mais importantes no Hapkido. Não saia daí, assista até o final, curta, comenta e compartilhe. Hapkido.
This time, let's study Danjeon breathing. Danjeon breathing is one of the most important exercises in Hapkido. Before we study Danjeon breathing, we have to know about Ki. To say just one word, Ki is inner power. Oriental people think everything in the world consists of Ki. Ki flows through our body just like blood. Bible says in Genesis 2, "Then the Lord God formed man of dust from the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living being." And in Ezekiel 37, the breath came into them, and they came to life. Whenever I read these biblical quotations, I feel interested in that. I think the breath of life in Bible might be Ki. When we punch, Western people think punching power comes from the movement of the body, whereas Eastern people think it comes from Ki as well as the movement of the body. Hapkido is the martial art to use Ki, so Ki is very important in Hapkido. Danjeon breathing is the method to receive Ki to our body from the outside. In our body, there are 12 meridian pathways that Ki flows through. We call these Gyeongnam. Even though we cannot see them through our eyes, it sure exists, just like the veins that run in our body. There are 365 departs on Gyeongnam. They are acupuncture spots, and we call these Gyeonghyeol. Oriental doctors acupuncture on these places. One spot of them is Danjeon, and it is situated about 2 inches below the navel. When you breathe in, let air and Ki come into our body, pushing your belly out. When you breathe out, let air go out, and imagine that you send Ki down to Danjeon. This breathing method is Danjeon breathing. When you send Ki to Danjeon, strain your Danjeon. Now, I will introduce 4-way Danjeon breathing: forward, inward, downward, and upward.
Spread both legs and place the hands at the side. See forward on one point above eye level. Inhale deeply, moving your hands back. Move the hands forward and lower your body slowly. Breathe out the air and press Ki down to Danjeon during the movement. Move the hands backward, inhaling air slowly. Repeat the exercise several times. Spread both legs and extend arms in front of your chest. See forward on one point above eye level. Move the hands apart and inhale air deeply. Move the arms inward, rotating the hands and lower your body. Breathe out the air and press Ki down to Danjeon during the movement. Move the hands apart and inhale air deeply. Repeat the exercise several times. Spread both legs and place the hands at the side. See forward on one point above eye level. Move the hands upward to the shoulders. Inhaling air deeply. Move the hands downward and lower your body slowly. Breathe out the air and press key down to Danjeon during the movement. Move the hands upward, inhaling air deeply. Repeat the exercise several times. Spread both legs and place the hands at the side. Sit forward on one point above eye level. Inhale deeply, moving your hands back. Move the hands upward and lower your body slowly. Breathe out the air and press key down to Danjeon during the movement. Inhale deeply, moving your hands downward. Repeat the exercise several times.
A seguir, teremos mais uma explicação de uma das formas a executar o Danjeon Hohup. Essa é a forma que costumo praticar.
Danjeon means the center of the energy field. Hohup means breathing.
오히려 옆으로.
You must keep your hands full of energy to generate power. As water flows downward, the energy flows the same. You might think the tips of the fingers are the ends of the energy flow, but the energy that is invisible continues to flow beyond the tips. So keep your hands wide open for vital energy and dynamic power.
안으로 준비! 앞으로 나가! 밑으로 나가! 뭐예요? 나가! 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 옆으로 나가! 나가! 나가!
A respiração do Danjeon, ou Danjeon Hohup, é muito importante no Hapkido. Então, você deve exercitá-lo antes do treino. Obrigado por assistir. Até logo.